Hello, buddy. Welcome back to the Tin Man's Core channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor. Today, I thought I'd get on here and read another chapter for you guys out of my They Saw Sasquatch Closest Encounters with Bigfoot book by Gary and Wendy Swanson. And the encounter I'm reading out of here today is near the old McCaleb Ranch on May of 2005. So here we go. My friend Dwayne and I drove through Selma, Oregon, and made the turn that took us to the McCaleb Ranch, which is now a Boy Scout camp. We parked in the area up above because I didn't know if the floating bridge was safe to drive over, and also because we are not scouts. I didn't see any sign of people at the big log house they have. We walked down the path and across the swinging bridge. We had to hold on because there was melting ice on the bridge and the sun hadn't melted it off yet. Yeah, that could be a hazard if you just stepped on that bridge while it was swaying, and you might have hit a slip spot and fall and break right through the bridge, or just fall backwards, which that could be painful. When you got across the bridge, we turned left and went up the river to check out our old deer hunting spot, to plan ahead for the next fall, and to kind of scout for a good place to come out and camp a few times that summer. I think we probably had got about 2 miles back off the river and close to a deep, brushy ravine that had water too deep to cross that ran into the Illinois River, so we had just followed it away from the river. If you guys can make that out right there, the cabin he's talking about is like right in the further back part of the picture. And right here is the picture of the swaying bridge that they went across. Well, I can see why it could be dangerous, because one wrong step and you slipped off into the river. We sat down for lunch at a kind of brushy area next to a deep gully coming down the mountain behind us. And after a snack, I took out my Ivor Johnson .22 revolver and took a shot at a white rock on the hillside, and all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. This giant bear-looking thing jumped up from across the river and let out a screeching growl of some sort as it was coming at us. He was huge, and Dwayne said, "Run!" "No, that wasn't no bear. Man creature, that's a Bigfoot." He got mad because you shot at his hiding spot. He probably thinks you were shooting at him. Your friend is right. You better run before he catches up to you. I knew I didn't want to stand there with my .22 to fight a bear, so I took off behind to wade through the tall brush. I think we both must have fallen down a couple of times, but we ran steady till we saw the Illinois River again. And as we got up to the higher ground, we both realized that we were not being followed. I'd never run so fast in all my life. Dwayne just lost his backpack and his scout knife, and I had dropped my canteen and lost my cap. But we were still shaking. Oh, I bet you were, because you weren't expecting to see that there that morning. I am not embarrassed to say that we were both really scared. After we made it back across the bridge was the first time we slowed down just in case. Comparing notes, we figured it couldn't have been a bear because it ran on its back feet before it stood up to chase us. It must have been on all fours, but thinking back, we agreed it had to be a lot more than 7 feet, and it had dark brownish hair all over it. Kind of a squiddish face, a baboon-like nose, but much shorter and wider. Its mitts were really huge, and neither of us can remember seeing its feet. We never went back and never hunted there again, but my dad said it might have been an old gold miner. But both of us knew that no man could be that big or move as fast as it did when it came after us. TL, Cave Junction, Oregon. The end. Well, TL, I believe you. And you're right, your dad thinking that it was a gold miner is silly. A gold miner would not be running that fast just trying to catch up to you, and it's not covered in hair from face down to feet. You definitely saw Bigfoot that day. But man, I hope they went back when the coast was clear and that Bigfoot was gone. They grabbed their stuff and hightailed it back to their vehicles and left. So a little advice from me. If you decide to shoot out in the woods and you hit a rock and you see something big stand up from behind it and it's mad at you and it starts coming after you, run. Don't even try to fight it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications for more book reading content like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and that's a wrap, and have a nice day, y'all.